I let my always running late wife miss an event she'd been excited about by refusing to rush her because I wanted her to deal with the fallout. My wife and I have been together for 5 years, married for 3. I adore her, but one thing that has consistently driven me up the wall is how she can't be on time for anything. Not occasionally late, not cute late. More like we're sliding into the reception while the vows are already halfway done kind of late. And it's not like she's overloaded or distracted by real responsibilities. She's perpetually late because she gets sucked into staging perfect Instagram shots and building little influencer-style setups before we leave. She's trying to grow her brand. I'm all for her ambition, truly. But she turns every small outing into a full photo shoot. If we're heading out, she pulls out the ring light, adjusts her phone stand, snaps mirror pics, poses on the staircase, swaps outfits twice, and keeps doing it even though she knows exactly what time we need to walk out the door. I used to help her stay on track. I'd lie about the start time by half an hour, so we could at least arrive somewhat on time. It usually worked, but it wore me out. She never caught on because she was too wrapped up in her prep. A few weeks back, I told her I was done with that. I told her directly that I wasn't fudging times anymore. If we had to be somewhere at 6 o'clock, then I was going to say 6 o'clock, not 5:15 or 5:30. She laughed and brushed me off like I'd never stick to it. She even cracked a joke about how I'd fold like always, but I didn't. This past weekend was her birthday. To surprise her, I bought us tickets to a big event with several of her favorite performers. One of them, her absolute top artist, was scheduled for the opening act. She'd hyped it up for weeks, made playlists, did a birthday countdown, and picked out a dress just for that performance. I told her the event began at 6:30 and that we had to leave by 5:45 to get through parking and security. I didn't pretend it started earlier. I didn't pad the schedule for her at all. I figured since it was her own birthday, maybe she'd finally take what I said seriously. She didn't. She spent the whole afternoon decorating our room for birthday content, setting up little photo scenes, filming stories, swapping outfits, redoing her makeup twice because she hated how her eyeliner looked the first time. I reminded her at 5 o'clock that we needed to leave at 5:45. She nodded and told me she was almost finished. By 6:10, she was still gluing rhinestones onto her nails. I was already sitting in the car waiting. We ended up walking into the venue at 7:10. Her favorite performer had just wrapped up their final song. I watched her expression collapse when she heard the crowd scream and saw the crew breaking down the stage. She looked at me and said, "We missed it. I just said ya." She went quiet. Then her eyes filled and she asked why I didn't warn her. I reminded her that I had told her weeks earlier that I wasn't managing her time anymore. I wasn't going to keep lying. I told her the real schedule and it was on her to be ready. She said, "But it's my birthday," and I told her I wasn't a time-traveling assistant. I did exactly what I promised I would do. She cried through the next 2 sets. At one point, she asked if I'd done it on purpose. I didn't answer. I wasn't about to blow up in the middle of the crowd. But yeah, part of me felt relieved she finally had to face the outcome. I'm not proud of that, but it's the truth. The drive home was silent. When we got back, I went downstairs to use the bathroom, and while I was in there, she texted me, saying I wasn't welcome in the bedroom that night. I ignored it. When I walked into our room, she was changing and looked furious. I told her it was our shared room, and if she felt uncomfortable, she could take the couch. She didn't respond. She just grabbed a bag and left for her mom's house. That was 2 days ago,